You can maybe modify your system. How? Like instead of buying a new phone, what can you do? How you can modify your current phone? Tambah, boleh ke tambah gig?
Boleh, storage beli new SD.
Wait, how you want to modify?
Upgrade software.
iCloud tambah is not modified.
Buy new SD card tu.
Maybe buying a new SD card is acceptable. Okay, sama? Wow. Nampaknya. Apa dah jadi? Ada problem. Okay. Now, alternative of modifying an existing system should be considered. There are various ways the information flow to a stakeholder can be improved. Also, is investment in a new system prudent or not? Now, when they say is the investment prudent or not, if you look at making adjustment and is it prudent, we look at the points from your textbook itself. When is it prudent, guys? When is the investment considered to be prudent? What are things you can do? So what do you do? Maybe you're going to try to do a certain thing. What are the things you can do in the company's system? You got this idea. You got since 1980, look at page 92. TQM has advocated making improvement to accounting system. So you got TQM philosophy, got it? TQM philosophy that says improvement to accounting system by promoting improved performance measure. How do you improve this by? Can you find it? You are looking at improve
Performance measure.
So you look at improvements in performance. Keyword accounting systems. Okay. Also offers holistic approach by beginning with information capture. So you start with what you capture. Then you move on to the next stage, which is going to be you look at information capture, then consider adequacy of information reports. Enough or not? Cukup tak? So that's basically information capture and adequacy of information in reports. In this way, possible to discover whether reports are inadequate because of what is the reason. You can find whether or not it is content, existing content issue, and also whether there is a desirable content. Okay. What you can do is management accountants can consider stakeholder view of monthly budget report. Overwhelm managers by providing too much detail. So keyword for one of the problems comes up is they get too much data in the budget report. The manager cannot see what is happening. Now, what happens here is it makes it difficult to see trend and pattern. So managers spend time looking for unfavorable variance and decomposing them. Okay, the word decomposing them means breaking them down to smaller parts. Okay, decomposing them. Alright, that's the meaning of decomposing them. Let me just make sure you are looking at the same page. Make sure you're looking at the same page, guys. Okay. Now, the next one you have there is this is desirable if organization pursuing cost reduction program. Okay, pay attention. If the manager spends a lot of time doing this and they are doing a strategy of cost reduction, doing this is good, but not wise use of time if priority is attention to product. Okay, what does this mean here? It kind of means that if the company is maybe looking at differentiation or trying to improve the product, the manager should not focus too much on the cost. They shouldn't be worried too much about the variance. Does that make sense? There are various ways in which information flow can be improved. Here, data can be exported to the spreadsheet for analysis. This is one way you can improve. So keyword, export to spreadsheet. If you did any of the forage, have you did any of the forage yet? Forage.
Yes.
You got to do. Which one did you do? The
KPMG. Audit.
audit. Did they ask you to use spreadsheet to analyze things?
Yes.
So basically, you have to know how to do the analysis and all that, correct? That's what they mean. You export the data to spreadsheet and then you start doing analysis. Are you clear? Exception report rather than detailed report can be produced. Okay, make sure you know the meaning of exception report. What does that mean? Anything unusual. Anything unusual. Like for example, receivable very long, the 40 days overdue, usually only 10 days. Exception. Are you clear now? So when you do when you do a report, it's good to pick out unusual item and report. Okay, so that's exception rather than detailed report. Ability to drill down. Okay, here's another keyword. Drill down. That means you see something, you can click and click and click and go in and in and in into the transaction. That's called drill down. Make sure you know the meaning of drill down. So what they're saying is, you can consider making these changes to the current system so that you don't need to buy a new system. That's the whole idea. It's like, we can maybe implement drill down. We can maybe export to spreadsheet for analysis. Maybe we can do exception report in the current system. No need to buy new system. Are we okay? These simple changes can be justified by increased attention paid to report and can stand alone. That's not necessarily to need a situation in a project. So you don't need to do a big project. You just look at the report itself and see how to improve the report. Now you got to understand, one of the jobs management accountant do is report design. One of the jobs management accountant do is designing what go into the report and what go into the dashboard. Does that make sense? If you present something, people will look at it. When people look at it, they will react. Pay attention. People look at it, they start to react. If I show you cost data, then you'll be worried about cost. If I don't show you cost data, you don't worry about cost. A good example, if you presented your results from school to your parents, did you know how to manipulate them?
Can you?
You did what?
Everybody.
Everybody failed, I pass. Weren't you manipulating your parents already?
Sometimes.
Actually, a lot of people pass, but you kind of made it sound like everybody failed. Notice the way the wordings and all that. That is what you mean by, as a management accountant, if you imagine you can do that to your parents, can you do that to the board of directors?
Yes.
Of course. It's about presenting information in such a way that people pay attention to what you want them to pay attention to. Clear? Now, everybody in Malaysia is paying attention to Najib, correct? Anwar was one of the students who manipulated the parents. Why? Why you're paying attention to that? Why you're paying attention to that? Is that important? He's still in jail, right? He's still in jail, right? Can he do anything?
No.
No, right? Bottom line, did it change anything? No, but you're very angry about it, right? You're very pissed off about it, right? Good. Is it called direction? Have you been directed to the right issue already? Now got another issue. Directing. What's the issue? 16 versus 18. Kelantan.
Oh.
16 versus 18 case.
Enactment of Syariah law biasa.
Okay, now pay attention. In the grand scheme of things, this one has been happening for such a long time. Is it something that's very vital? All of this is you telling people, hey, look there, look here. Don't look at the real thing. What's the real thing right now?
The Federal Constitution.
No, the currency and our economy.
Oh.
Teruk.
And our imported inflation.
Betul.
Imported inflation. Did you know my cryptocurrency is in high profit right now? Do you know why it's in high profit? Nothing to do with the currency, the crypto itself. Everything to do with the currency. Our currency has fallen so much. Luckily, I put money in cryptocurrency lah. So that thing go up. Huh? Ethereum.
Oh, Ethereum.
Then got Uniswap. Got what's the other one I have? Cardano. Just put lah. Luckily I put a few. Then the stupid ringgit go up. Then I said, oh, thank God. Okay, now you understand where the attention is. Good management accountant know how to distract people. Also show the right information. So what is the right information is about it. Nobody is talking about the economy right now. Everybody is busy talking about the 16 and 18 and Najib getting the pardon. Yes or not?
Yeah.
If everybody is talking about that, then they are talking about nonsense.
Yeah. True.
What is the more important thing is your economy and living standards. Ini budak dia mana ni ah? Kelas mana ni ah? Kelas dia. Tak nampak pun. Okay, right now. So, you do have to understand about managing information. I repeat, how you manage information. So, you can make something become big, something become small. See how TikTok, you all know TikTok, right? You all know TikTok, right? TikTok usually will get whacked by America. But until now, they don't get whacked. Why?
Get wet apa?
TikTok is owned by who?
Singaporean businessman.
See what happened? You don't get it, huh? Everybody think TikTok is owned by Singapore.
Oh, China sir.
China.
It's a Chinese company owned by Chinese.
Yang ni CEO tu.
But because they put the Singaporean as a CEO,
CEO di Singapore.
so what she said, it's a Singapore company. So you feel less, scared. Which is exactly what they want you to do. Understand? Family Mart recently got caught. The parent company had a business with the Israeli government, military government division, yes or not?
Yeah.
To supply military equipment or something like that. The moment they say they got caught, okay, we cancel the contract. Okay, good. I trust. Good management accountants lah. They know how to distract you. They know how to throw the right information at the right time to put you in the right place. Are you clear now? Make sense? Now, you just have to be aware of management accountants' ability to manipulate and also show the right information. So once it's known, management accountant can improve the report format for better information. So the whole idea here is the management accountant has the ability to show the right information to the right party. And they need to do this correctly. Now, is investment in new system prudent? Should you put money inside there? Management accountant is confronted with request for new information system on the grounds current system. They will be asked. As a management accountant, people say, I want new system. Alright? Now, they might find themselves that they can tailor a solution around current system. So what you can do, instead of telling them you buy a new system, you say how to tailor the current system. What can you do? They can show that investment to retain modified system is modest at a time when there is a budget constraint. Are you okay this part? Budget, no budget, maybe you manipulate the current system, don't buy new system. They can show that making limited changes to existing system is preferred over major change now. So those are the two approaches you can do to kind of ensure that people don't waste money on a new system. So not necessarily you have to do a new system, you can consider the following thing, alright? Okay. Prudent means don't waste money. Is investment in new system prudent? Is it worthwhile? What you have to consider, is it cheaper or better for you to modify the existing system or make limited changes to existing system versus making major change? Are we okay? Can Okay. That's about this part. The next part we are looking at is evaluating a suggested information solution. Now, you do need to differentiate between one-off cost and recurrent cost. So, some costs will be continuing. Some costs will be one-off. Now, what are one-off costs? Can you give me an example of one-off costs, guys?
One-off cost, renovation.
R&D is not what the one-off cost.
One-off cost, I don't know. Legal cost tu.
That. Okay. Costs can include the following. Remember, you are supposed to evaluate before we go on. There are benefit of information. You got tangible benefit. You got intangible benefit. When we say intangible benefit, what are intangible benefits?
Macam security tu tak boleh quantify kan?
Okay, tangible measured in financial advantage, like you can process faster and save time. You can process faster and save time. You make less mistake. Therefore, you save mistake costs. Those are tangible. Intangible, the staff feel less stressful. The staff are happier. Make sense? Those are intangible benefit. So you can break down benefit to two types: tangible, intangible. Okay? Better quality information. Very hard to say what. What's the meaning of better quality information? No, better quality. It's too subjective. So because it's subjective, it becomes an intangible benefit. If it's objective, it becomes a tangible benefit. Are we okay in this part? Can I? So, the issue with tangible benefit is method of measurement. There is no agreement of best method to consider what is tangible benefit. When you justify a system, you must say what's a tangible benefits. So in this case, one view is called the derived value method. How the system is intended to be used. Recommend information system is success to be judged on actual achievement of objective or goals for which it was implemented. If it is achieving the goals it was implemented, then you can say there's a derived value. This is distinguished from judgment of how well the system operates. So, if the goal is better customer service, you confirm whether this has been achieved or not. Your goal was better customer service, you want to confirm better customer service occurred. Yeah. There are alternative view of value of system. There are alternative view of value of system to organization. You have what we call economic criterion of decision payoff. How much does it pay off to use a system? You look at the proposal, stakeholders, and the cost and benefit. Every system will have a cost and benefit analysis, so you need to determine what's the cost and benefit. It frequently shows deficiency in calculation. Last one, you got Peter recommend value chain, using value chain to determine activity that produce value. The last view is combine. You come up with a matrix. So how many views are there to determine tangible benefit? How many views? 4 views. What's the 4 views? You got number 1 is derived value, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's one way to determine the tangible value. The other one you had was value chain, right? Another one you had is payoff. Got it? Then you got the last one, weights with rating. Do you remember the 5B?
Which is rating.
No, 5B method to evaluate a guy is good or not for a girl to buy.
Apa? Saya tanya apa? No.
Okay. So when you are evaluating a guy, whether you want to marry or not, you have to do ranking, right? Rating. This guy is good or not to marry, correct? So the 5 B's would be, I know you all know the 5C.
C? What C?
5C also don't know.
No. What that?
Can boleh tahu lah sir daripada A sampai Z.
5C also don't know. This is very dangerous, huh? 5C cash, condo, career,
Just put your first
credit card. They are old fashioned. Way back in the 1980s, they used 5C. I upgrade for you all 5B.
B apa sir?
B, you evaluate the guy by number 1, bungalow. Condominium too small, bungalow. Then BMW, not car. BMW. Some more then business. No one career one cakap. Business. Then B, next B is big bank account. Who want credit card? Everybody can get credit card. Last B.
brain. No.
Bahan. Oh. Bachelor. Apa ini? You nak terampas orang lain ni. Okay, right. So, now that's item. Then you have to see which one is high value, low value, right? If I was to say, which one is the most important factor, which one is the least important factor, can you rank it?
Most important.
Rank it first.
Rank it
Okay, this
first.
one 10 score, this one 5 score, this one 3 score, this one 2 score. You give a score lah. Does that make sense? After you score, then you take a candidate and put that, and then evaluate. 1 to 5, 1 to 5. 1 very lousy, 5 very good. Does that make sense? Huh? Alright. I'm already married, so don't need to apply. Okay, right?
Before you married lah.
Before I married, tak boleh pakai langsung. Okay, right. Now, we look at this one. Are we okay in this method of weighted approach? Okay.
Alright.
So 1, 2. This one is the payoff approach, okay, which is cost versus benefit. Then you got the derived value method. Okay. Now, comparing cost and benefit and key risks. Okay, so you have to make sure you look at the costs involved in the system. There are going to be 2 types of costs. You got hardware costs. You can buy outright, you can lease, you can hire. Are you clear the difference?
Yes.
Okay. End user device like desktop, laptop, tablets, all this you have to buy. End user peripherals like printer and scanner also you have to invest. Then you might have to spend on the Wi-Fi broadband connection. You do have to look at the software. You can break software to operating system and application software. Are you getting the difference? App and operating software. So Excel is a
Operating. App.
Excel is a app or software? Operating software. App, okay. Whether you use in-house contractor or development staff, testing where you do the testing, okay. Migration cost, there will be some cost to migrate from the old, remember, old to new system. You have to spend money on training. You might have to put contingency cost, backup cost if something go late and all that. Opportunity cost for investment and staff engaged on the project. And you need to group between one-off and recurrent. Recurrent means you will incur every year. Like maintenance might be recurring costs. Are we clear? Now, tangible, intangible benefits. What is tangible? Okay, these are the words. Ability to deliver business strategy. Maybe your sales revenue go up or your cost reduction. Does that make sense? Your sales go up, costs go down. Okay. Ability to take advantage of market opportunity. So again, this might be more sales. Improve output and reduce costs. So maybe you got faster service or you fulfill the order, like maybe you send the order faster. You maybe eliminate certain activities like inventory reduction or waste reduction. You combine, therefore reduce activity resources, so lead time reduction. So these are all called tangible benefits. You have also what we call intangible benefits, such as, remember I told you this is a bit more harder to verify. Maybe manager can communicate better, better customer information so they can make better decision. Maybe it's higher productivity. Employees waste time, don't avoid wasting time. They are more efficient, but you cannot measure how efficient. There's more transparency. Maybe you can identify problems easier. What if planning capability means you can probably come up with different situations and you can make quicker decisions. These are all intangible. Exam question will ask you which is tangible or which is intangible given a list of benefits. Are we clear? Given a list of benefits. Now, when we analyze the cost and benefit, there are risks. What's the risk? Poor design of new system. Why? Because you never consult the user. Poor design. Very hard to use the system. Okay. Availability and cost of resource to complete project, meaning you cannot get the project done because you don't have the people to do it or the scale. Failure of project management to ensure delivery of new change system within time and budget. You cannot finish the project in time, cannot finish in budget. This is classic for government project. All Malaysian government project can never finish on time, can never finish at cost. Why? Because government lah what to do. You can see one of it. You can see I wrote here Malaysian government project. Do you know how long Malaysian government has been trying to change their system or not? For a very long time, Malaysian government has been trying to change to accrual accounting. You know accrual accounting. That's the one you studied, yes or not? All companies use accrual accounting. Malaysian government use cash accounting. You know what that means? You know what that means, right? I sign a contract, I got liability, I don't recognize the liability. I only recognize it when I pay. They're not using accrual basis. They're using cash basis. They've been trying to change it for the past 20 years. Past 20 years. You know how many audit firms go? No, every audit firm go to try to change, cannot change. Malaysia. Malaysia. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's just that if we change to accrual accounting, we become very transparent and our liability will suddenly bomb up. As of now, the liability is at a certain amount, right? If they switch to accrual accounting, you double it. So everybody's scared to show the double value, so they keep it at cash accounting. Other countries have moved towards accrual. The developed countries lah. We are classified as undeveloped country. Yeah. So that's an example. There will always be a failure to deliver, failure to recognize technology or legal change such as cloud computing or privacy legislation. You don't notice new law or new technology. That might impact your ability to handle things. A good example is like that AI I just showed you. A lot of people would have done certain thing, invested in expensive software and buying all the systems and all that. Imagine like the multimedia schools. You know the multimedia schools, right? Based on what I saw, half their courses can go irrelevant today. AI came already for accounting. We are in fact embracing it. Accountants embrace everything with technology. But the others, like the artist industry, have been very fearful. That's why they had a strike in Hollywood. You know why, right? They take one-time photo, can make into multiple characters already. But nowadays, AI said, "No, it's okay, I don't need your photo anymore. I know how to create a picture." So they can create a picture that looks like you without your photo. Is it possible? Just have to tell instruction. Make it a bit sharper, make your nose a bit fairer, then finish. I can create you without your photo. Make sense? Okay. Poor changeover. Changeover meaning, now changeover, there are few types of changeover. Make a note that there are few types of changeover. You have change over planning, meaning when I cross over from old system to new system, I can do like this. Direct. Close old system, start new system. Are you okay? Number 2, parallel. Run two systems side by side. Why? To check. Phase. Phase means I do a little bit. That means I change maybe inventory system first, then I change sales system, then I change. So I phase in the change over. Pilot, I test in one branch first. I don't do for the whole place, I just do one place first. See whether the system work or not. Are we okay this part?
Yes.
Poor implementation training. You didn't teach people how to use the system. As with other risks need to be identified and risk mitigation set up. You do need to reduce the risk to acceptable level. Got it? Okay. That covers the idea of risk here. Okay, so you have picked up the risk, you have picked up the cost and the benefit issues. Are we okay on this part? Any questions there? Yes. Oh, sorry. Parallel. Parallel means run the two systems together. Pilot, I test in one place first, one location. Phase is I do step by step, module by module. Are you clear the difference?
Direct, sir. Direct.
Direct is I cut the old, I start the new. Now, which one do you think is the cheapest? Direct is the cheapest. Which one is the riskiest? Direct. Direct is the cheapest, but also the most
Easiest.
riskiest.
Riskiest.
Does that make sense? If you do a direct changeover without testing the system properly, you end up like 737 MAX. Boeing 737 MAX, they cut the old system, they put a new system, and then they let the plane go up. That's when the plane had problems.
Then the plane crash.
And the plane crashed after that. Got it?
So to direct, sir.
If that was direct, they just cut the old system and put new system on.
Face channel
They
face.
cut old system, they put new system on. Got it? Yeah? Okay. Are we okay on the elements? So we are done with this one. Alright? We are done with the chapters. Okay. Let's move on to some question practice. Go to question practice from your system. Can you go into your system? Yeah, the box. So next week all test, huh? Let's be ready, huh? All chapters, all time, huh? I give you enough warning already, huh?
And then?
We start at 9 o'clock, huh? You want to start at 9 o'clock?
Yes.
9 o'clock till maybe 2:30.
Yes.
What? Next class, sir?
Are we okay?
There's no double slot, like, sir.
Hey, always double slot, huh?
Always double. What?
Always double slot.
So hari Rabu lah, sir.
Yalah, every Wednesday is double slot.
9:30 to 2:30, you mean double slot?
9 o'clock to 2:30 lah.
5 jam.
5 hours lah.
There's no break.
I put a break in between lah. Little bit. Okay. Can you look at? Did I put the question pack for you? That's my question pack. Ada question pack kan? Okay. Mana ada question pack awak? Hah? Dekat awal awal. Dah letak dah.
Indonesia.
Where is it? You all have the question pack? All of you? All of you have the question pack? Yes, no, just confirm. Question bank. Can you look at the question bank, guys? Dah dapat?
Why?
Question bank. Do you have it ready?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to look at this question called
Yang mana? Question.
okay, look at Bluefin School. Page number 14.
Kat mana?
Can you find Bluefin School?
Yes.
40.
40.
Why? Pisau tu sejak kat ni.
So we're looking at Bluefin School, right?
Yes.
Okay, read the question, guys. Bluefin School.
It's for Bluefin.
Okay, have a read of this question.
It's a school for profit.
Bluefin School.
It currently has 1,000
Okay, find that one. Found it?
Yes.
It's good things like that. Fully funded by law. It's school at home.
Okay, guys, are you done?
Still reading the question. You go your official. So extended question boleh tanya pasal not calculation macam just pasal teori.
Not all questions are calculation. SMA not all questions are calculation. About 75% is actually theory. 75% of the questions are theory, 25% is calculation. Are you clear now? So you get questions like this lah. This question is not asking you to calculate anything, right?
Yeah.
Did it ask you to calculate anything?
No.
It's asking you to comment on the
Control and security.
report is correct or not. What are the controls in place? Yes or not? Yeah. Okay, have you read the question? Tell me what is the security issues in this question? What are the control procedures you should have? I want you to evaluate the information system and also evaluate ways to present the information better. Yeah, are we done? Let's go through this question now. The first question you have there is, Bluefin School is a school for 12 to 17-year-old people, which means sekolah menengah lah. Okay? It currently has 1,000 people attending drawn from its local area, keyword, local. That means it's not a international school or something like that. Alright, it's not a boarding school. School is run by executive group comprised the head of school and 2 deputy head teachers. Okay, you know the board of directors. These are called the senior management. Are we okay? These are called the senior management. The group report to board of governors who are, okay, keyword, part-time and selected from local community and parents. So are these people technically savvy?
Say what, sir? What?
Savvy.
Do you know Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes. Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow uses the word savvy all the time.
What was that? Boleh, sir.
That means they are skilled and competent in the area. Are we okay?
Tak reliable, sir.
Don't worry. So these people are not technically savvy or they do not know the skills to interpret things. They are local community and parents. Cannot expect too much from them. School is wholly funded by government. This is another issue. Government funded. Alright? School ethos. Okay, there is an ethos, also known as a mission statement. To promote learning, citizenship and self-confidence among the people. This is developed from consensus led by board of governors and head of school and inform the views of people's parents. So this is mission statement. Are we clear? Now, the school information system is highly decentralized. Each department keep their own record on a standalone PC using basic word processor and spreadsheet package. Are we okay, Nambat? Now, the school admin department has a small network in its own office with compatible application, also a database and a financial recording and reporting package provided by government. So they use a standard package. School is broken down to 11 academic departments such as maths, science, history. So there are 11 subjects. Okay. Each department head must prepare information for reporting by board by inputting and processing their own data. To obtain some help, an administrator visit each department, spend few hours per week to help record, prepare departmental info. Departmental heads have different approach to report performance. Each one have different approach. With some use average mark in the annual exam and for each class, and some using pass rates of the annual exam. Now I got problem here. Some use average mark, some use pass rate. Got consistency, no? No. That's a problem. Some department present graph, while most use table. Confusing, yes or not? This is the quality of the information. The information is passed from each department to the school admin in a memory stick. Got problem, no?
Yes.
Why?
The USB to maybe
Why this?
Can be
No better.
hijacked, can be stolen. Yeah. security risk. Okay, now the school admin office print out the information for each department, add its financial report, creating governor pack of 13 pages. Okay, are you clear on 13 pages? That means when
Not
they
enough.
13 pages is the report.
So
Okay.
not enough.
Now you studied about report, correct?
Yes.
This is the report going to the board of governors. What's the inside the report?
Financial detail.
You got each department one, so 11 department, right?
Yes.
Plus 2 pages of financial data, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they are getting, alright? The financial report is detailed income expenditure statement for period of review, usually 2 pages. Now you know why the 13 pages lah. Okay. An example of one of the 11 department report is given. Only one. They didn't give you all 11. Yeah. The board governor meets every quarter. Okay, this is the frequency. Remember the word frequency earlier on? Monthly. This is quarterly. To review and every quarter and reviews the governor pack once a year. So annual. The board are concerned that the information they receive is not meeting their needs, and that there are a number of problems with the control and security of the information. Okay, it has been suggested school should consider improving its information system. Now you are looking at, as a management accountant, the topic you will be studying is whether we should change the information system. What do you think? Okay, they want to install a network across the system, the school, to link department computer and admin. Network link. Everybody link up together. Okay, that's one. Number 2, single database to create and store all the information. The computer will then be linked to the internet in order to facilitate data transfer to other schools in the region. Okay, are we okay with what's going on? This is the new system suggested. Are we okay in this part? Okay. Now, there are some questions. We will answer this question first. Okay, we see the current report. This is mathematics department. Now, do you need to analyze the result? No need to analyze the result. You just want to see how they present the information. You don't care A got 63, 59. You're not bothered about that. Are you clear now? You shouldn't get involved with that because this is 1 out of 11. Make sense? So you're just interested in how it's presented as opposed to the data inside it. Are we okay? So this is what we mean by information system design. Okay, are you clear now? I told you, right? It's all about designing report. How the report look like. Okay. Note, each year contains pupils of the same age. Annual national exam are set in year 4, 5, 6. Nowadays, Malaysia don't have any more annual national exam. Yes, no?
Yes.
Form 5 also don't have that, guys. Form 5 still got that. That's the only exam now, right? Is it very good or bad? Why very bad? Huh?
Kalau student tu dia tak nak belajar.
No, the problem with the student is they don't have tests all the way. Suddenly they have tests. It's just like you all lah. You don't have 100% exam all the way, and suddenly you got 100% final exam.
Every week test rasa.
Huh?
Every week test.
Every week test ah. Oh yeah, now lah. Okay. So each group is divided into different classes in order to ensure that classes do not exceed 35 people. Average marks are for annual exam. So this one you give average mark. Average mark. Okay, now with reference to current situation of Bluefin, discuss the control and security procedure necessary for management information. Okay, let's look at the control and security issues. What are the control issues you should pick up? So that is born of
Dah ada bos untuk itu buat itu. Tak ada program.
Are you okay there?
Yes. Saya campur point highly decentralized system dengan some average mark. Oh.
Okay, let's talk about the security issues. Does that make sense? Standalone system, huh? You know it's a standalone system, right? What's the risk?
nak share.
Standalone system. There's no backup.
Dia tak di-stick.
Tak boleh share dengan each department ke?
Yeah, but it's not a security issue, right?
Oh.
Okay, those are the issues with the security. Got it? Is it ready?
Right.
What's that sound? Raining?
Macam ni.
Who knows?
Bukan firework ke?
Not firework. Firework. I get worried when I hear funny sounds like this. You never know when the building collapse. So that you have to take the risk into account. You hear funny sound from building. Huh? Okay, are we done with the first part? Yes, no? Okay, the first thing we're looking at security and also the controls, right? The next one is to evaluate the information pack. Are we okay? Can? Information pack evaluation.
Memoristik. Ini satu. Memoristik.
Kakak. Point. Orang lagi ni dia.
Memoristik.
Okay, what's the problem?
Information pack
Okay, you write down the answer first.
Has risk of being stolen or lost.
Kalau dah sana nanya baju ni aku tak boleh baca ke? Nombor sana kau. Aku baca tak? Aku sally.
Patutlah menaik cepat gila say time exam. Nak kena bawa keyboard juga nanti.
Kan kau beli ke mana?
Yelah. Tak guna. Baru lagi pun. Stolen and or lost. It will be
Okay, that's a good thing, huh? Are you okay? That's a good thing about the situation. We go to the next thing. Let's look at the next point.
wait, sir. Letak macam di atas. Dah beri gambar punya buat. It will be safer to include it. Dah dapat tak?
Do be aware there is something called ethos. Ethos of the school is promote learning, citizenship, and self-confidence, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Tapi bisa naik dia tak boleh.
Macam mana rasa kau dapat ID makan kau ni? Macam bukan yang
Rasa semua benda dalam kepala saya. So you take 5. There is no external. Siap dah type. Nak tengok? Lebih I. Dah macam yang ni je boleh faham. Tengok tulisan lain tak faham. Tulisan lain tak faham. IQ tak faham. Yay. This that. Security. Okay.
Dia macam forensic.
This is the restart. Where is this picture taken from? What is it?
Okay guys, are you all done? Adila, are you here? Muzamil? Aisyah? Al-Farah? Arif? Airi? Arif? Kita Arif Babi. Arif, waktu Arif, atau boleh angkat dulu later Arif. Okay, Afif, Adli, Anas. Ada ke Mama Anas? Yes ke? Okay. Ada. Apa? Kailesh? Najmi. Najmi. Tak ada, absent. Apa dah jadi dengan Najmi? Ain? Sarah? Sarah Haida? Noralia? Nur Tira? Nur Khairul? Nur Nabila? Siti Madihah? Siti Sabrina?
Sabrina.
Siti Sarah? Ini berapa Siti tu? Ku? Okay. Naili.
Boy. Dia report.
Jangan sampai tak bagi hal nangis.
Just wait for the
Aku kisah penjelasan.
Okay, guys. We're done with this one. Next part of the question is what? Discuss the usefulness of different ways to present. How could they present the information to the board? How can they present the information to the board? Do I need to give you a break or something?
Yes.
5 minutes. 5 minute toilet break. 5 minute toilet break.
Information evaluation. Kenapa min?
We can rush to the toilet. Go, I know the weather is too cold.
Tak ada sampai apa?
Ha? Apa dah 5 minit aja.
Baik dalam berkawannya to evaluate the furniture and academic.
Any problem? So we'll start next class at 9. We'll finish at 3.
Tadi pun tu.
Tu, saya cakap tu.
Benda ni. Biar orang tu je lah balik 3:30 lah nak balik
Now
awal.
you see people demand 3:30. How?